All right, I'm finally all packed up. Sun hasn't really been up that long because it took it forever to get above the treetops here. So it's been kind of a cold, damp morning. My hands are freezing. And I had to try to dry things off. So not so bad considering. 8:41 getting started. Trail heads off that direction and probably up in there. Gonna get up high into the sun, which will be nice. Adios spot. I think the trail's over this way. Trail junction. Got it. Broke open until 2 full sun, so that's nice. That'll warm me up. It's nice to see all the clear sky. Look back. You can see the trail. Works its way up this mountain. Should be nice views when I get up there. And cue the clouds. Out of nowhere, they materialize. But I think it's supposed to be fairly decent weather. I know there are some 30% thunderstorm risk between like, I don't know, noon and in the afternoon sometime. But perhaps not. 70% chance that they don't. I'd knock on wood if I could. Getting there. Trail cuts across right through there. Up around to the other side. Everything's kind of moody right now with the clouds moving through. Painted up that. Keep going up. And there's the trail, most likely. For a bit of talus side hilling. View from the top. Trail's gonna work its way down. Glad to have that one behind me. I work myself up. Well, it's just like automatic. And then I try to tell myself, it just looks crazy from afar, but and that's usually the case. Now looking back, I guess that's the price to pay. The price you pay when you want to have these ridgeline treks. I mean, because it looks like the trail goes over, whatever, that way. I'm about just under 12.2. I might have to go up like a couple hundred feet up here. To the top of this crossover. It's not called a pass. Dark and moody over there. Glad I'm not going that way. Yeah, I heard that. It's back behind me somewhere. Keep on walking. Back into tree line, which I'm grateful. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just dodge this system that's moving across. I may, or I may not. I'll try to remain hopeful. I'm in the saddle. Skies look good that way. Yeah, I'm looking good over there. Just came up from down the saddle. Wasn't sure if I was going to beat this system, but I don't know. So far, so good. Saddle again. Can't quite read that. There's names of passes. Red Mountain Pass, Stony Pass. Wolf Creek Pass, 13. Back in the saddle again. .360. Kind of shooting for 3.4 more miles. It's 1:16, and then I'll be pretty close to finishing it. I just didn't want to finish like late in the day and have to deal with trying to hitch late in the day and I already got room reservations for tomorrow night. So I'm gonna press on for that 3 mile mark, 3.4. It's been exciting. Not sure if, a storm's gonna hit me when I'm trying to go over something high, and when it's doing that, it sure is cold, blowing that cold air, but then the sun comes out, or I'll be in the sun and the cold air, and I'd rather not, I'd rather keep my core at a comfortable temperature, so I'm dealing with not wearing anything other than this really thin shirt, but the pack keeps me warm on the back. All right, that's enough chit chat. Onward. Another saddle, viewpoint area. That's pretty cool. Gosh, what a view. Ivy Creek Trail. It's 12 miles off creek. Seems like more than a mile, but I think it always feels like more. I can't read any of that. And yet another saddle. Trail goes up and around on the side over there, and it follows it, and then comes off of it. I think it tops out. The trail tops out like 12,557, and I'm 12. I'm over 12 right now, but so it's probably a few hundred feet, I guess. Just about at the top of this ridge. Woo-wee. big old mountain. All right, getting ready to drop down to the saddle. And the trail goes down. About that lake. That might be it. Almost there. Just gotta drop down. That's Archuleta Lake. Hopefully I can find a spot near down there to tent. I'm about ready to call it a day. Well, I'm not going to camp here. You know, it's kind of a hike down to it. And I just was looking on the map that there's another lake. The trail comes really close to, just 0.8 up. And I think there's access to the lake outlet. And it says reliable flow. So, and there's comments mentioned about established camping areas there. So I'd rather do that. I only saw one, and it's right down there at the lake side. I'd rather not have to, go down to that. But anyway, pretty lake. It's right now the weather seems pretty good. It's right at 3 o'clock. Another 0.8. It'll seem like 1.8. That must be it. Let's go check it out. Yep, having dinner in my tent. It was thunderstorming and raining, but very neat. But this was not an issue. But anyway, beside the point. I just want to give a shout out, because I did mention how I really liked the Namaste tofu tikka masala. I also really like this one. It's Nomad Nutrition is the brand. And it's chicken teriyaki, but it's not real chicken. It's chick apostrophe N. But it has carrots, green beans. It has a lot of stuff down in there. It's very good. So I've had this numerous times. This is the last one. Actually, I only have one meal left, and it's a cold soaked meal, which I'm not going to need to complete. This I only have less than 9.5 miles, and it looks like it's all fairly tame. Not like what I did today. So, Nomad Nutrition, chicken teriyaki, very good.